Hello everyone! Welcome to Sunrise Tales by Pencroft Hub TV. Our story for today is Chima and the Talking Lizard.
Chima heard the drum beat again. This was not the first, second, third, eighth, or ninth time. It was the 10th. What did it mean, he wondered. The sounds and smells of his village were new to him. This was the first thing he noticed when he and his family had arrived the day before. Early morning cockcrows, birds chirping in the trees, the sound of someone cutting firewood, and the smell of local cooking, burning firewood, and so on.
Cuckoo, the large red family cockerel, was doing quite a good job as their alarm clock. At exactly 5 a.m., he would start crowing like his life depended on it. Anyways, back to the drum beats. As if they had all been summoned, Chima's cousins, aunts, uncles, and almost everyone at home left what they were doing and headed towards the compound entrance.
What's going on? He asked some of his cousins named Ma. The yearly dance competition is about to begin, she responded as she hurried away. He went to his mom for permission and she agreed. He quickly put on his white sneakers and ran to catch up with Ma. Wait for me, he called out to her, but she kept running. As they approached the village square, the drum beat and music got louder. The dancers were huddled together in groups, talking and laughing.
Their bodies were decorated with colorful chalk and beautiful beads. They were adorned in lovely wrappers, and it seems that the dance competition had just begun. Just as Chima was about to get into full race mode to catch up with Mma and get a seat, he heard a voice. Help! The voice shouted, interrupting his thoughts. He stopped, he listened, he didn't hear it again, and then he thought, it must have been part of the music.
He listened for about 2 seconds. He didn't hear it again. He shrugged his shoulders and was about to run towards the square when he heard it again. Help me, someone! The voice screamed again. He looked around. It sounded like it was really close. Then he turned towards a tree and he saw a black patch on the ground. The voice grew louder with each step he took towards the patch. A few steps away, he realized that it was actually a hole. He got close enough to look in. There was no water in the hole, and it wasn't so deep, but there was a boy in the hole. Help me, the boy pleaded. How did you get in there? Chima asked. I was running to the square when I missed my step and fell in. Chima shook his head as he remembered his mom's warnings. Always watch where you are going, even when you are in a hurry. Okay, let me look for a rope or ladder, Chima said to the boy. He looked around but couldn't find any rope or ladder. Hold on a minute, I'll get someone to help, he said, as he quickly ran off to tell his uncle about the boy in the hole. His uncle called 2 other men who were his friends. They borrowed some ropes from the dancers, joined them together, and walked towards the hole.
Put the ring over your head and let it get to your waist. Then tighten it so that we can securely pull you up, instructed Uncle Undu, Chima's uncle. Minutes later, the tug of war began. Chima joined in too, pulling with all his might from behind. Slowly but surely, the boy was lifted until finally Uncle Undu grabbed his hands and pulled him out of the hole. Emmanuel! Emmanuel, oh my son! Called the woman who ran towards them. She quickly grabbed him to check if he was injured. She burst into tears of joy, hugged her son, thanked Chima, Uncle Undu, and the other men who had come to help her. Happily, they all went back to the dance competition. The boy whom they had just rescued walked up to Chima and said, My name is Emmanuel. Thank you for saving me. I am so happy to meet you. You must be new here. What's your name? Chima, he responded. My family and I are visiting. We reside in Lagos. Great! Then I have many exciting things to show you. Have you seen the talking lizard? Chima shook his head as they walked to a seat to enjoy the ongoing competition. That sounds really cool. This visit is certainly going to be really interesting. I'm sure of it, Chima thought to himself, and he smiled. Find out what happens when Chima meets the talking lizard. Stay tuned for more on this series. Subscribe, like, and comment. See you next time.